From NPCs who may as well have not existed, to actually killing Kenny.
I didn't get to say goodbye.
South Park has a history of laying its characters 6 feet under. Some of these deaths didn't matter at all, while others completely changed the show. But just how many casualties did South Park see in total? Well, today, I'm going to cover all the South Park characters that were killed off permanently. First up, who do we have here? Chef. Okay, let's see how he died. Wait, Chef? The most iconic mentor and lovemaker of all time? Yeah, I'm not talking about a chef or some chef, but the chef. He's always been there as a caring mentor for the kids.
I know that you're all extremely excited, nervous, and anxious that football is like making love to a really beautiful woman. Just remember what I taught you against Middle Park about the homecoming game.
What's homecoming? Who's Middle Park?
He never judged the kids and always offered a helping hand, even when they shared their deepest, darkest troubles with him.
Oh, children, let me sing you a little song that might cheer you up. And that's a problem we all have to face one time or another. Here, sometimes you kill your teacher and they find your semen in the stomach and the... Wait, what's the what?
And of course, we can't forget his incredibly kind heart that melts for the ladies.
Happening!
Come over here if you're scared, women. I'll protect you, not you, damn it.
So, why did a character as honest as Chef get killed off? Well, Chef's voice actor abruptly left the show after an episode called Trapped in the Closet violently made fun of Scientologists who believe that the people on Earth are depressed because we're all harboring the resentment of ancient alien souls who were unjustly killed off millions of years ago.
Ruled over by the evil Lord Xenu. Back then, there was a galactic federation of planets. He rounded up countless aliens from all different planets. Xenu thought his galaxy was overpopulated and had those aliens frozen.
Now, it's pretty usual for South Park to make fun of basically anything, but when this episode first aired, Chef's voice actor quit his role. To handle his abrupt departure from the show, the writers made it look like Chef left the boys to join a mysterious group called the Super Adventure Club.
You know you must do what your heart tells you, and we will all miss you, Chef.
Have a great time with the Super Adventure Club. Goodbye, Chef.
Bye-bye!
So long, bye, Chef.
Goodbye.
However, one day, Chef mysteriously decides to quit the Super Adventure Club and return to South Park in an episode called The Return of Chef.
I'll get it. He's back!
Hello there, children.
Yeah! And are you back for good? Chef, I can't believe you're back!
That's right.
But when the townsfolk gather around Chef to welcome him back, the kids notice that Chef is speaking quite weird, almost as if he's responding with pre-recorded voice clips of himself.
They sound like really interesting people. It seems like you had a great time with the Super Adventure Club, Chef.
That's right.
But now that you're back here, does that mean you're not in the Super Adventure Club anymore?
No.
You can still belong to the Super Adventure Club, but live here in South Park again?
Yeah.
But it's not just the quality of his voice lines. Chef's personality seems to have dramatically changed after all the time he spent with the Super Adventure Club.
Hello there, children. How's it going?
Hey, Chef, good.
Well, how about I meet you boys after work and we can make love?
Excuse me?
You're my fantasy. Come on, children.
Well, there's Chefery Epstein. What the frick was that? Although the kids feel weirded out by Chef's super inappropriate behavior, they decide not to involve the police yet since they still think he's their friend. Instead, they chose to directly confront the Super Adventure Club and ask their leader what the hizzle they did to their sweet chef.
Hi. Our friend joined your club a while back, and now he wants to kids.
Well, what? Well, yes, of course. That's what the Super Adventure Club does.
Huh?
Yes, what else would we do?
Okay, we can stop that clip there. Anyway, the kids find out that Chef was brainwashed into sharing the Super Adventure Club's mindset, so they return to town and try to undo Chef's brainwashing by setting his sights back on adult women at the club, which seems to do the trick.
Hey, children, everybody, I'm back. Ow!
Chef!
Hit him with another. Great shot, William.
Uh-oh. Should have known the dangerous Diddy Party group wouldn't just let one of their past members rat them out to normal society. And after knocking out Chef, the Super Adventure Club takes him back to their hideout along with the kids.
Where's Chef? What have you done with him?
He's fasting in the deprivation room and being read the Super Adventure Club manual. He's safe. We've got to undo the damage you've done.
But why do you need Chef?
Our club offers hope. He needs us. We don't need him.
Toxic X mindset at play here. Of course, they single-handedly decided that Chef wants to stay, they can't have news of their activities leaking out to the police, and when the Super Adventure Club politely escorts the boys outside the doors, seriously, they're really polite about it, the boys refuse and escape the hideout with Chef. But while standing outside the place that was his second home, Chef starts doubting if he really wants to return to South Park.
Chef?
Stay with us and your life will be grand and eternal! Don't forget all your training, Chef.
Chef, we love you.
I'm sorry, children.
No, don't do it, Chef!
Yes. Looks like our fruity little club is safe after all.
Oh, Chef, they filled your head with lies. Can't you see that?
Get the hell out of here, children!
Chef!
No!
Well, another one bites the dust. Or at least Chef would, but not before experiencing perhaps the most disturbing thing yet to happen in this episode.
Oh, damn it!
That lion! No!
We can't lose another member! Shoot it!
And his misery isn't over yet. After the Super Adventure Club shooter conveniently misses all of his shots, another contender shows up down below to give Chef an extra dash of suffering.
Oh my god. They killed Chef.
Wow, I have nothing else left to say. Now to answer the big question, what exactly did Chef, one of the most beloved characters in the show, do to deserve this grisly end? Well, the reason is that Chef's voice actor, Hayes, was actually a Scientologist in real life, and so he quit after the offensive episode against his own religion happened. But the show's writers pointed out that Hayes never had a problem when the show mocked other religions, so they decided to give Chef's character this extreme send-off as a form of revenge. Later, we found out that Hayes had actually left the show due to suffering from a stroke, but some Scientologists put out the official statement of his resignation on his behalf to prevent a member from being associated with this show. Pretty wild lore, huh? Anyway, let's tick off the next casualty on our list, Miss Diane from South Park's 4th grade class. So if you've watched the show at all, you'd know that Diane is a reoccurring character who starts teaching the boys in the episode 4th grade.
All right, children, quiet down.
Holy god, dude!
Welcome to the 4th grade. My name is Ms. Chokes on Dick.
More like Miss Makes Me Sick. Yeah.
This is the 4th grade. Playtime is over, children. Do you understand me?
And her personality is almost as rotten as her looks.
You need to grow up.
I'm trying.
You can write a 1,000-word essay on why you feel you need to disrupt my class. Get back to your desk now. Let us begin our first day exam.
Fantastic then.
So throughout Season 4 and Season 6, Diane was notorious for terrorizing the poor kids with their authoritarian doctrines. That lasted for about 2 seasons until the show's narrator gives us an ominous foreshadowing thing.
And which of these 6 South Park residents was killed and will never be seen again? And which boy has been chosen to be the replacement for Kenny? Will Professor Chaos's latest plot succeed and be the final undoing of Earth? The answer to those questions will be answered right now. No, tweak, Miss Chokes on Dick.
And there she goes. But what exactly happened to Miss Chokes on Dick? We find out in the next episode titled The Simpsons Already Did It, which seems to be making fun of the show's half-assed foreshadowing. So at the start of the episode, Cartman shows the boys this weird kid scam kind of advertisement he found.
No! I was looking in this magazine, and look, they ride around on turtles and they play games with fish. And I found an ocean creatures that you can buy and raise in your room. Sea people. You keep them in a big tank of water and they like build castles and play basketball and stuff. No way.
Even though the boys try to burst Cartman's bubble, get it, bubbles, sea people, I'll stop. Cartman refuses to believe the naysayers and proceeds to set up these alleged sea people according to the instructions.
I've added the water purifier tablet to the Sea People Kingdom tank. Now it says step 2. Add the Sea People eggs to the water. You will see sea life spring instantly.
Okay, that sounds quite promising and all, but does the sea people's magic powder actually work?
Are they playing basketball? Hey, these are brine shrimp. I used to feed them to my fish. I got ripped off! What the is this? I told you, Cartman. Shut your goddamn Jew mouth! Shut up, Carl!
Honestly, I'm surprised that the shady powder is holding any sort of marine life at all. At least it wasn't a total scam. And after Cartman loses his cool over the false advertising, Stan wonders what they should actually do with the mini shrimp farm that they got going on.
Brine shrimp and sell them to kids? That's not right, man! Who cares? Throw them away! What are we gonna do with them? Hey, let's pour them in the teacher's coffee tomorrow morning. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that'd be funny.
It was at this moment that the boys knew They screwed that up. Who would have thought that ugly old Miss Chokesondick would have had a seafood allergy? Not these kids, that's for sure. And now with a murder, or the very least manslaughter on their hands, they consult their very learned mentor chef on what to do next.
We don't know who else to talk to.
Oh, I'm sure your little cracker problems ain't all that.
Chef, we did something kind of bad.
Bad? Come on in. Just sit down and take a deep breath and tell old Chef. Now, children, every problem can be worked out. Chef, what's going on?
We need you to promise not to tell anybody.
What was it?
Here it comes.
We killed our teacher and they found our semen in her stomach.
Oh, children, that's a problem we all have to face one time or another.
No, it is not, Chef. What are you teaching these poor kids? Also, it has to be noted that the kind of semen Miss Chokesondick swallowed is not the shrimpy kind the kids put in her coffee, but we'll get to that later. Anyway, this is the advice Chef's got going on for the kids on dealing with their predicament.
So what should we do? We've only got one option, you guys. Wow, I guess this really is a big deal.
Fair enough. I don't even think the FBI is brave enough to tackle a case as disturbing as this. Without any guidance from their mentor, the boys decide that the best course of action is to infiltrate the morgue where Miss Chokesondick's body is being kept and to remove the semen from her stomach.
This is it. Alright, everyone scatter and look for the semen. If you see anybody coming, say the code word. Hammer time. Tweak, stay by the door and keep a lookout. I will remember hammer time! Can't the code word just be lookout? Just remember the song Can't Touch This and you'll remember the code word. Yeah, stupid.
Soon the boys notice an even bigger problem quickly approaching them, so they all decide to hide in a rather unconventional place, or rather places, multiple places.
Yeah, well, at least we got Shin. And a sharp back.
Alright, let's just leave the semen sample next to the corpse. I want to run a hair fiber test next. Hey, do you smell children?
No, that's not as you.
See, the funny thing is, Carbon probably stinks worse than Miss Chokesondick's insides. Anyway, with the semen sample on hand, the boys hide their murder weapon in a place where no one would suspect.
There. The blood is washed neatly from our hands. And nobody will ever know. We just put the sea people back in the tank with the others.
Yeah, he's got that right. I don't think anyone remotely sane would expect a random bunch of 9-year-olds to steal a vial of semen from an autopsy lab. Although Carbon thinks the blood is off his gang's hands, Chef hasn't received the news yet, so he rushes to check on the kids.
All right, children, it's going to be tough living for a while. You might have to do some things for money you never thought of doing before. I got you 4 tickets to Thailand and $300 cash.
It's alright, Chef. We got our sea people out of the teacher's stomach and we put them back in their aquarium.
Maybe you better start from the beginning.
The sea people that we put in the teacher's coffee.
Wait, what? See people?
So after the kids explain the reality of their murder to Chef, he finally learns that the seamen the kids were talking about were actual seamen, and not just some mystery man's baby batter. Which means Miss Chokesondick didn't die from their microscopic shrimp after all.
Drinking some brine shrimp can't kill you. Your teacher must have died from something else. Relax, children.
Oh, really? I'm so relieved.
And on Monday, I'll sing you a song explaining the difference between seamen and sea people. All right, you children have had a long night. Why don't we all get some rest?
I mean, shellfish allergies exist. I have one. So it's still possible that Miss Chokesondick had that too. Also, after a few days, Carmen stumbles upon quite an interesting scene going on in his aquarium.
Tiny underwater civilization has advanced hundreds of years. Oh my god. And the temple, and the...
So the sea people lad was actually legit. Either that, or perhaps the misidentified seamen Carmen had added to the tank somehow fertilized the sea people into growing and gaining intelligence. In the end, we don't really find out Miss Chokesondick's cause of death. It could either be related to directly her last name, or perhaps the sea people from her coffee reacted with the population putting in her belly, which could have caused an explosion. Either way, that's one less person in the South Park series. Alright, time to move on from one miserable fricker to the other. I almost feel bad for these characters, but at least the writers put them out of their misery. This time I'm talking about Veronica Crabtree, South Park's cranky bus driver.
Good morning, Miss Crabtree. We're running late. Sit down.
So in terms of Miss Crabtree's personality, there's not much to be said, except that she was just the meanest, loudest old bus driver the world has ever seen. Anyway, in the episode Cartman's Incredible Gift, a crazed serial killer goes around killing people. And while investigating the aftermath of his crimes, the police stumble upon a particularly tragic case.
One the fans wouldn't miss much. Bus driver for the elementary school. She was considered an ancillary character. Her name is Veronica Crabtree.
And that fourth wall break tells us why the writers killed her off. That, and I imagine her standout screams may have been a bit too harsh for her voice actress to handle. Anyway, Crabtree gets handily replaced by Mr. Jose, and the show goes on as normal after the serial killer is caught. The same can also be said about the deaths of Mr. and Mrs. Tennerman, who were just a pair of ordinary parents.
Your mom and I can go get the pony and have it taken to an animal shelter. Don't you worry, Scott.
Wow, would you really?
We sure can. I'm so proud of you. Oh, Scott, you're such a loving, caring boy.
I feel so much better now. I'm proud of you too, Mom.
Let's go, hun.
Let's.
Unfortunately for them, their son Scott happens to be a less ordinary, more deranged kind of bully. For you see, Scott is quite the special case, because in the episode Scott Tennerman Must Die, foreshadowing, he literally sells his pubes to Cartman so the little boy could brag about hitting puberty to his friends.
What are those? I got them from Scott Tennerman. Ha! My pubes. What? The ninth grader? Scott Tennerman? Yep. I got pubes before you guys did. I got pubes before you guys. He let me have them for just $10. Cartman, you are so goddamn stupid, it's unbelievable.
Of course, after Cartman gets humiliated by his friends, he tries to ask Scott for a refund, but this devil incarnate proceeds to send the poor boy on an insane fetch quest 100 miles out of town without even returning his $6 in the end. And on top of that, after making Cartman beg for his own money, Scott records the whole thing and plays it in front of the entire town just to rub salt in his open wounds.
It's time for the amazing Pube Boy.
I'm a little piggy, here's my snack.
So this massive humiliation causes Cartman to snap, and he arranges a little chili competition against Scott, secretly intending to enact his revenge. Even though Scott prepares a dish of chilies mixed with pubes to prank Cartman again, this time, the kid don't fall for it.
This is really good, Scott.
It's a special recipe.
Hey, this is great.
I'm glad you like it so much, because now that you're almost finished, I have something to tell you.
What? You mean about how you put pubes in your chili?
What?
Yes, I switched it with chefs. I'm afraid this isn't your chili, Scott.
Yikes, so Cartman actually calculated everything this time. Wonder what kind of gears started running in his brain to make him think so far ahead for his plan, considering how gullible he is.
Assumed that they would tell you that I had trained Dankins' pony to bite off your wiener. What they didn't tell you was that Dankins is a crazy redneck who shoots trespassers on sight. Knowing that you would go and try to do something to the pony, I warned Mr. Dankins that violent pony killers were in the area.
Here it comes. Again.
You would most likely send your parents. Also knew that you wouldn't go yourself for fear of having your wiener bitten off. When Mr. Dankins spotted them on his property, he shot and killed both your parents.
What? Just because he played a prank on him? Okay, well, not one prank, several very ruthless pranks, but still, that's no excuse for that. I mean, the parents weren't even involved. I mean, the only thing they were involved in was the special chili bowl a certain bully just ate.
So that I could tell you personally about your parents' demise. I was all ready to put on my chili gun carnival. Night with the hacksaw. Do you like it? Do you like it, Scott? I call it Mr. and Mrs. Tennerman chili.
Yeah, Cartman's insane. Also, until this point in the show, Jack Tennerman hadn't really been a major character. He was just Scott's dad in the background who died a tragic death. And although Jack doesn't magically come back to life, something else happens way later in episode 201 when Scott returns to avenge his dead parents.
Time for me to learn everything about you. Chili, I spent quite a while in a mental institution, Eric.
And then Scott drops this bomb on Cartman.
You almost did before, but you got shot by your brother who was a Bronco fan. Tell him!
Jack Tennerman was your father. It's true.
And then you fed him to your half-brother. You killed your own father. Now eat your chili!
Yep, Cartman's dad is dead. Crazy stuff, isn't it? Okay, so for our fifth death, we've got an exceptional case here. I know I said I would only cover the characters which permanently died, but for this one, I just have to make an exception. I'm talking about Kenny's death in Season 5. Now, what makes this death so exceptional? I mean, even Kenny's own friends don't take them very seriously.
You bastards! They killed Kenny! Oh my god! Damn it! Come back here! Come back! I think Kenny's okay. Oh!
And it happens so many times that Kenny's passings are just used as an iconic punchline.
You bastard! Oh my god! They killed Kenny!
And there's a billion more where that comes from. But all of that, it doesn't happen in the episode Kenny Dies. It doesn't feel right when all of a sudden the boys get called over for a serious meeting in school.
Boys, your little friend Kenny went to the hospital last night. Okay. He's pretty sick.
Children, Kenny has been diagnosed with a terminal disease.
Kenny's sick? Well, how sick?
What? No.
Randy!
That's what hospitals are for. They can make him better.
They don't think so, Stanley. Your friend is terminally ill, and that means... Well, son, that means he's going to be going to heaven soon.
Well, yeah. And this time it doesn't look like he's going to come back just a moment later. Like it's some kind of fracking jackass skit.
He's our friend. Kenny's going to die?
We know, and that's why he's going to need you boys to be strong for him, okay?
No, this can't happen. Kenny can't die.
He needs you now more than ever.
Kenny can't die.
Yeah, so with this gloomy atmosphere, the boys steel their nerves and visit Cartman to pay Kenny one last visit together, hoping to give him some comfort in his final moments.
Ooh, what a lucky little man. We'll be right outside if you need us, Kenny.
We brought you a present. It's a gobo fighter. Don't tell him what it is, dude. Sorry. Hey, dude, how's it going?
Watching his friend suffering alone, so weak and fragile, it's too much for Stan to handle.
We were all just talking about how when you get better, we're all gonna go down to Stark's Pond again and go camping. Huh, Stan? Stan, where are you going? Dude, he needs us right now. I can't see him like that, Kyle. He's a kid, dude. He's supposed to be running around and laughing. All those hoses and wires.
Even Cartman, usually the cruelest out of the bunch, finds himself just a little vulnerable this time around.
You know, it's funny, Kenny. Stan and Kyle have always sort of been two best friends, you know, and I kind of always thought you were my best friend. Well, I don't know if I ever told you this, Kenny, but, I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna need to give Kenny some time to sleep now.
And when Cartman leaves the room, even Kyle offers to comfort him.
I care a lot about him, too. I swear to God, I'm gonna find a cure. I'm gonna find a cure, Kyle. Sure you will, Cartman. Sure you will.
And they do try their best to find a cure. The boys rush to a lab, desperate to find something, and they eventually discover stem cell research, something that could give even a terminal patient hope. Unfortunately, when Stan rushes to tell Kenny the good news, it's just a little too late.
Hey, Kenny! No. And it was over. He just stopped breathing, and I didn't get to see him. God, I didn't get to say goodbye.
The most painful of all were Kenny's last words.
Did he say anything before he went? He just said, "Where's Stan?"
So yeah, this time around it seemed permanent. Despite being one of the boys, one of the main characters of the show, it looks like the writers had truly given Kenny a painful send-off. And we see this in the coming episodes, the boys learning to cope without him, trying to find replacement friends, but never quite filling the Kenny-shaped void in their hearts. It's not before a full season passes that the writers bring Kenny back, perhaps because the show just wasn't the same without him. Anyway, let's move on from this temporary tragedy to a real character death. Gordon Stolsky is just a pale ball of sugar who appears in the episode Ginger Kids from season 13, when Cartman turns into a ginger and realizes the struggles of all redheads who are discriminated against in society. Partially thanks to him.
I think you'd rather hear this in private. Okay, fine, let him speak. Say your last words. You what?
Let me translate what Kyle just whispered into Cartman's ear. He told them that he's not exactly a ginger. In reality, Kyle and the gang snuck into Cartman's room while he was asleep and put makeup on him to make him look like a redhead because he kept discriminating against redhead kids in class. After Cartman learns the truth, he starts having second thoughts about his Make Redheads Great Again movement.
All non-gingers must die! Come on, let's fulfill the plan! Yeah! Oh my God, you guys, right, the plan. I just realized something. We shouldn't be doing this. I mean, look at us.
Oh boy, it's not going to be easy to convince this crowd.
What did that kid in the green hat tell you? Huh? That kid right there, what did he just tell you? No, that was just... Oh, him? Oh, totally unrelated. No, that was about something else. You wanted to kill everyone who wasn't ginger, then that kid in the green hat told you something, and now you don't want to do it all of a sudden. What did he tell you?
Yeah, Gordon ain't nobody's fool. But anyway, Cartman does eventually manage to convince him and the rest of the Ginger Kids that perhaps mass genocide is not the answer to discrimination. After this episode, Gordon doesn't really have a major role. He also becomes an announcer for the school, giving important updates whenever needed to the class.
Good morning, South Park Elementary. These are the morning announcements. If you have not yet done so, please turn in your parents' requested timesheets by the end of the 5th period today. Parent-teacher conferences begin next Thursday.
That's nice. Isn't it? Just a normal, innocent school announcement.
The fall registration for Glee Club starts tomorrow. Whoa, what's going on? Any interested student should fill out a...
Swear to God, I'll kill you!
Who are you?
I'll kill you!
Hey, he's got a gun!
You little bastard! You my wife! I'm the man who's gonna put a bullet between your eyes!
Wait, he did what? No way, Gordon wouldn't do that. He may have once supported Cartman on a vicious genocide, but this is way too far. Unfortunately, the crazy man fails to realize that he's got the wrong guy, thinking that Gordon is simply making excuses.
Think I wouldn't find out?
I don't know you.
Yeah, right!
Sir, please.
You, sir, need to leave this area. All right, what the hell is going on here? You had to push me, didn't you?
Oh, God, he shot him.
Now you!
Ah!
There! Ah! How's it feel, huh?
Please! Sir, I truly don't know. Ah!
You're Gordon Saltsky, right?
I don't know you!
Well, that is the boy's name. But he could just be another unrelated person with the same name.
Driver from Chicago?
No, 3rd grader who reads the morning announcements. Oh, I'm Gordon Stoltzky.
Yeah, right. Go on, read the morning announcements. We'll see if that's true.
Somebody help me!
I said do it!
Ah! Ah! Any interested students? Ah! Ah!
See, he's telling the truth, dude.
The kid's serving! Ah!
That was terrible! I knew you were lying!
Ah!
Now put your mouth over the barrel of this gun!
I'm so scared! I'm so scared! No, please!
Do it!
Please! Here, see! I'll do whatever you say! Here! I'll go.
Look at you now. We're all dead.
And he's gone. An innocent boy gone just because some meth head's wife cheated on him. After dispatching poor Gordon, the druggie takes himself out, but that doesn't take away the pain from the boy's tragic final moments. The school holds a memorial for Gordon, and his story comes to an end with no further explanation. Okay, so the bodies are really hitting the ground now. We're at what, 6? Let's stop talking about deaths for a bit and just look at Pip, one of the early season's consistently reoccurring characters. The first time we see Pip is in class when Cartman sent an unsolicited gift to the random kid behind him.
Mr. Garrison, I'm fine.
And after that unfortunate introduction, things don't get any better for poor Pip. Being an orphan and a foreign exchange student, he becomes the most hated kid in all of school.
Good day, Damien. My name is Philip, but everyone calls me Pip because they hate me. Then I will call you Pip. My parents are dead. God damn you, suck, Pip. Your parents are dead?
So yeah, kids are cruel as all hell, and Pip doesn't exactly get a break from this kind of treatment either. After a long, hard few seasons of constant abuse, he makes his final appearance in episode 201, when Mecha Barbara goes on a rampage throughout town.
Holy crap!
Cheery ho! I would like to see if you wouldn't mind not smashing our little town to bits. My name is Pip.
Yep, stomped and forgotten in the chaos. Pip didn't deserve this fate at all, but the reason he got eliminated so abruptly was that Butters had largely replaced him in the series as the kind, bullied friend of the group. Apparently, sweet Pip wasn't even good enough to be the gang's punching bag anymore. In all fairness, Butters is a sweetheart, but it doesn't make this death any less worse. Alright, we're 8 deaths in. Anyone feel a little sentimental? Me neither. And Ted, the next guy on our ruthless chopping block, isn't exactly feelings material either. Being the mayor's assistant, he's a pretty background character for the most part.
Johnson, are you there?
I'm his replacement, Ted. You just fired Johnson, Mayor.
Ted, I want you to get on the phone and call Inside Edition. We have got a major crisis here. Rescue 911. Oh, and entertainment tonight. You better get my stylist on the phone, too.
Yeah, he starts off as a good old off-screen replacement for the mayor's previous assistant, and Ted stays that way, doing all the boring background stuff you'd expect from him. However, we do get to see more of Ted's personality in the episode Night of the Living Homeless, because one day the townsfolk start noticing a suspiciously high number of homeless people swarming their street.
Oh, crap. Dude, what are all these homeless people doing in front of your house? I don't know. There's a bunch outside my house, too.
Now, it's true that some raggedy parts of town normally have more homeless people than the rest, but what seems like a mild annoyance quickly spirals into a massive crisis when all of a sudden, the number of hungry homeless beggars multiplies tenfold within the city.
All right, God bless you, sir.
Oh, now I feel bad. Here. Change. No, that was really all the change I had. I just gave you change. There's some change. Change.
And it's not just Stan's dad who gets hounded. After the poor man escapes from the homeless horde, he shuts himself into a safe house along with the rest of the main kids' dads.
Stay away! Stay away!
Randy, what happened?
I don't have any change! I don't have any change!
Luckily for the parents, the kids manage to see them trapped in the local news.
Many people are trapped throughout the town, shutting down roadways and making getting around impossible. Every square inch of public property is now riddled with homeless.
Dude, it's our dads. Oh my God.
Although the news anchor warns all sane residents to stay indoors, the boys naturally can't just sit back and relax while their dads are in the middle of the world's biggest, filthiest pack of change-devouring wolves, and so they venture out of the house bravely in hopes of saving their fathers.
They're everywhere.
What are you boys doing? Get in! Come on, let's go! What the hell are you doing outside?
Our parents are stuck on top of a building in town.
Oh hey, Ted. Good thing he happened to be driving near the kids' house, or else who knows how they would have navigated the hostile crowd. And he's nice enough to help them get to their destination despite the immediate danger around them.
Look, our only hope is to talk to the homeless researcher out on Travis Street. Just stick with me, kids. He understands what's going on better than anybody.
Wait, that happened too fast, too abruptly. I mean, I guess it's just how real deaths hit sometimes. Ted wasn't the most important character in the show, but I mean, he was nice enough to show real concern for the kids' safety, even putting his life on the line just to help them save their parents. Ted's sacrifice eventually allows the boys to save the town, but he himself ends up joining the list of forever retired characters. Anyway, let's move on to Betsy, or Clyde's mom. Betsy was originally referred to as Martha in her first appearance, but for some reason the writers decided to change her name. Now, Betsy is what you'd expect an average mom character to be. You know, kind, sweet, pretty boring. For the most part, she stays the background character in the show, rarely showing up on screen.
Your mother's Dutch, you know, Clyde. How did that old folk song go, honey? Spielerin mein Schunschka.
Aside from this, Betsy appears in an episode that has a name I'm not sure I should say on YouTube.
There you are! You come home this instant!
Bob? Why?
How many times do I have to tell you, Clyde? Putting the toilet seat down after you go to the bathroom.
Mom, I'm in class.
I was trying to get ready for work and the toilet seat was up again!
Okay. I mean, valid crash out, but the poor kid is in school. He doesn't need to be humiliated in front of his classmates. Even Clyde's dad tries to convince Betsy to chill out, but she refuses to let it go. And unfortunately, just a few days later, Clyde messes up again and leaves the seat open again. This time it causes more than just a mild annoyance for his mom.
What's going on? They're trying to save Clyde's mom. From what? They're saying Clyde left the toilet seat up again.
Hang in there. You're gonna be fine.
Sorry, there's nothing we can do. Created a suction that's literally pulling out her insides. When she fell into the toilet, she also made it flush.
Wait, so they can't just pull her out or break the toilet?
Can't we disconnect the toilet from the plumbing?
Yes, we'll have to, but
she's not gonna die, is she?
When we do that, the change in pressure will rip out her organs. Why'd you leave the toilet seat up, son?
Because this is the poor woman's worst nightmare come true. Sheesh, now his mom is going to kill him for his lethal mistake.
Do it! Do it, Nick! Please! Oh, God, please! Let me go! Let me go! Do it!
Bob?
Never mind, the mom gets killed instead. I really feel bad that she went out this way because there's no way a toilet can kill a person like that. But I guess the writers just found it funny to use a fairly inconsequential character for another over-the-top joke. Hold on, now let me count. 1, 2, 3, 9. 9 act South Parkers already, and we're not stopping anytime soon. So let's take a look at Leslie Myers. Like some other characters on this list, she started off with a pretty background role. She's introduced all the way back in Ginger Kids as a simple neighborhood girl who gets kidnapped by Cartman's crazed redhead gang. In the latter seasons, Leslie's also getting a running joke where PC Principal always catches her talking to her friend.
I told you to stop chatting with your friends, didn't I, Leslie? There she is, officers, right there.
While the jokes are pretty funny and all, if you haven't watched season 19 or have just forgotten, let me give you some context here. So in this season, ads have infiltrated South Park, and I'm not talking about the 5-second unskippable ads on YouTube. No, these ads in particular somehow evolved into humanoid creatures and started silently infiltrating society as a whole, deceiving the people around them for their selfish gains. During this crisis, PC Principal is sent to South Park to monitor the ads. While PC Principal is working on in the background, Jimmy forms a nice friendship with Leslie. One day, some newsmen take Jimmy and Leslie away for a private interview where he tells them something shocking about the girl.
She was designed to entice and manipulate. Well, that's what an ad does.
I talked to a nice girl, seemed to hit it off, and she turns out to just be an ad. It's just my luck.
The newsmen already know the reality, but they ask Jimmy to investigate Leslie further to uncover the real secret behind the ad invasion.
Why would I want to destroy an entire species?
Destroy an entire species? How would you go about it?
The person trying to change things and make everything terrible is the new principal. You have the wrong idea about me, Jimmy.
And what is the new principal trying to do, Leslie?
I know that you're trying to help. I know that the newsmen in there are trying to help too. He's trying to make sure people like you and me aren't allowed to exist.
Okay, that's a huge bomb to drop. Any evidence of that?
I'm going to tell you something very important, Jimmy.
What the hell is that?
Tom, it looks like a pop-up ad.
How did an ad get in here?
No answers here, Tom. We're trying to correct the problem.
Let's go to David at the network hub.
While Leslie's ad distracts the newsmen, she takes this opportunity to have a secret discussion with Jimmy so that they can't hear them.
I feel something for you I have never felt before. I think it's trust. Listen to me carefully and don't look at the glass. To get me out of here, Jimmy. They're going to kill me.
What?
Please, you have to help me, Jimmy. Don't let them hurt me. Please don't abandon me. I've seen them do it to others. As I have no information, they are going to burn me. The men in there are sick with hatred, and as soon as they realize when the lights go back on, just look at me and smile.
Guess what Jimmy does in the end? Despite knowing that Leslie is a lying, manipulative ad, Jimmy's monkey brain wins over and he ends up doing exactly as the pretty girl tells him. And with Jimmy's help, Leslie escapes back into society, running the newsman's investigation. With Leslie on his side, Jimmy confronts Nathan, who has also been filling the school newspaper with misleading ads.
How much did they pay you? A PC Principal in the ads? Please, Jimmy, I'm just trying to survive here. Everyone's gonna know all about the ads. We're getting a new edition of the school paper out by morning. Everyone's gonna know the truth, Nathan.
Knew it. Well, let's see what happens next.
Leslie, I thought we were besties.
Deal with him.
You still don't even know half the story. Hey there, big man. Editor of the school paper, huh?
So Leslie really isn't the innocent girl she claims she was. Anyway, we don't find the true reality about her before the episode PC Principal Final Justice, where PC Principal is inspecting suspected ad sites. In Russia, PC Principal walks into a bar where the entire community is keeping a strangely keen eye on him.
If there's one thing that makes me sick, it's when a race thinks they're superior and don't know how to check their privilege.
After defeating the disguised ads in the bar, PC Principal safely exits the building. Meanwhile, Kyle gets a message from Leslie, who manipulates him into thinking that PC Principal is trying to get rid of her and her species. So Kyle gathers the rest of the gang and informs them about this new crisis.
I tried to kill Leslie, but she got away. I know the whole story. PC Principal killed him, and Jimmy's dead. What? Kill everyone that doesn't follow their PC ideology. PC Principal is part of a huge network of radicals. How do you know all this? Because Leslie's with me.
So that explains it. Kyle's in love with her as well. Anyway, Kyle claims that PC Principal is simply killing all the non-PC people out of hatred, and he also claims that Stan's dad is helping him pull it off. Of course, Stan gets offended by his accusation and leaves the group, so Kyle heads off with the rest of the boys. Meanwhile, Principal Victoria uncovers some unexpected secrets while investigating PC Principal's background.
And he was convinced that whatever was responsible wasn't human. He was on to the gentrification around the world. We've got everything from PC Principal's hard drive.
I don't care if they're aliens or vampires. We need to round them up fast and them till they're dead. Not human. Then what?
Meanwhile, PC Principal himself gets arrested for all of his shady activities as well.
You mind telling me why you're going around the world shooting up revitalized arts and foods districts?
I don't know what they are, but they use me and others like me to try and change this planet.
Try me!
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
You don't know what who are.
Wants to talk to you about PC Principal. President is on the phone.
Wait, the U.S. President?
Yes, Mr. President. Yes, I understand. And we're not supposed to believe anything he tells us. I see, sir. We're to release him immediately, no questions asked. He's being set free now, Mr. President. Can I tell the commander why?
Ain't that a peach?
This is a matter of national security. Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you, teaser.
So she can literally act as the president and meddle in national level affairs now. These guys really need a good blocker for anything. More like an ad sunscreen or pepper spray. Sheesh. Meanwhile, Leslie herself is safe in a room with Kyle, filling his young head up with sweet lies so he can keep everyone distracted from the real danger. Unfortunately for Leslie, Stan's dad uncovers the real truth about her after his investigation anyway.
PC Principal said something was trying to divert and distract his subconscious mind.
That's Leslie. It's Kyle. Oh my god. They're together! He's been making everyone feel paranoid and saying you're the enemy, Dad. Kyle's been protecting Leslie.
And so, after the truth about Leslie gets exposed, everyone rushes to confront her at the town's gun show.
Somebody's hiding him! We've been looking for Kyle Broflovsky so that humans can no longer afford it! Everyone! There are beings who are purposely gentrifying the Earth!
No problem killing whoever doesn't think like they do! Don't listen to them! The real conspiracy here are the PC extremists!
Even though Kyle's confident in his love for Leslie, that changes when Jimmy shows up alive and well, proving that Leslie lied about PC Principal killing him.
Randy?
Classy? Officer Barbrady?
The truth is, she's just an ad. Kyle, I know you probably thought Leslie was a kind, caring girl.
An ad? You can't tell what's human and what's an ad anymore. They've taken human form. They've become sentient.
Just when it seems like the humans are about to defeat the ads, Leslie gives them all a bone-chilling warning.
If one plan fails, we will plan another. Every time you try to stop us, we are more. Every time you block us, we get smarter. You will never be rid of ads.
You wish. Because Leslie fails to keep one final fatal risk in mind. Who's been waiting for this entire team to save the day?
Hey, Leslie! Your species took PC and twisted it for evil purposes.
That's right, it's PC fricking Principal, and he's ready to eliminate the threat of ads entirely, even those tiny, unclickable crosses on the most vicious, intrusive mobile ads.
That pisses me off! You're expelled.
Yes, dude!
And with another death marked and the leader of the ads defeated, South Park is finally liberated. Sort of. They don't wipe out all ads from existence, of course, but they do get rid of all the scheming and mistrust sown during the past few weeks of misleading ad campaigns. And since we're discussing the ad invasion, I'm also going to mention Margaret Nelson, a kind 4th grade teacher who replaced Mr. Garrison in season 19.
Isn't a planet? Who can tell me what it is?
Please continue as if I am not here.
Oh, hello.
This is our new 4th grade teacher. She's very normal and professional.
Children, anyone want to tell me what Pluto is classified as?
And just like that, she just frackin' acts as a normal teacher for the kids. Except for this one time she literally eats weed in front of the entire class.
Teacher?
Aside from that, she's actually pretty wholesome, and she continues to be until the South Park vaccination special where COVID is running rampant. Luckily, the boys go out and get her a COVID vaccine to make sure she stays safe.
I thought I wasn't gonna be... Excuse me. For a while there, I thought I would... Excuse me. Gosh.
Quick, just give her the vaccine.
Mr. Garrison takes over teaching for Ms. Nelson permanently. I think we should all take a moment to say, hey, the rest of us made it, South Park, and so it's time for adults to screw these masks and party like it's 2021!
Tragic. All good things must come to an end, just like our next character. Now let's move on to one of the most bizarre and surprisingly dangerous villains South Park has ever faced. Unlike most antagonists in the show, this character isn't driven by greed, revenge, or even ideology. No, he represents something far more sinister: trolls. You see, during season 20, South Park is thrown into chaos by an anonymous internet troll known as SkankHunt42. This troll posts offensive messages, ruins lives, and pushes people to their emotional breaking points. Eventually, it's revealed that SkankHunt42 is actually Gerald Broflovsky, Kyle's dad.
Game on. But
soon, Gerald's trolling goes too far, resulting in the death of Olympian Freya Olehard. whom he trolled a bit too much. After she passes away, a man called Leonard rallies for justice against the rampant, out-of-control troll movement.
Is that we have been planning our own attack. What this troll doesn't realize, to get the troll to come out of hiding. I am announcing here and to the world that a plan to destroy the troll, one thing we have known for centuries. You must say its name.
Leonard starts a revolution against the trolls. He helps raise awareness about a website called trolltrace.com, designed to dox all the malicious trolls in the world so they never live in peace ever again.
Together, we will rid the world of the trolls.
Help fund our project on social media today.
Truly a great initiative. But while Leonard does his best to support Troll Trace in its battle against cyberbullying, the big gang of trolls led by Gerald secretly crafts a sneaky plan to turn the website against the troll fighters and cause the entire country of Denmark to erupt in a civil war.
After shocking claims were made about the Danish company Lego and their ties to ISIS.
The country is still reeling from the Lego hoax story.
Oh, yes! This is CNN front page right now.
It now appears the country of Denmark was the victim of a massive troll.
Millions of people got on the anti-Denmark bandwagon. Tom, by the time the hoax was revealed, the damage had already been done.
Yep, Gerald caused an incredible PR loss to Denmark using just a bunch of baseless rumors. However, Leonard doesn't lose heart just yet. Instead, he pushes back further and fully kicks off trolltrace.com, leaking the private information of all the trolls involved with Gerald. Once the trolls are essentially doxxed, the entire city goes into chaos.
I've been hacked! Help me, I've been hacked! You'll never forgive me!
Eventually, Troll Trace's doxing causes so much chaos, the US government hands over Gerald's group to the massive organization in hopes of calming their anger. Once the trolls gather in the HQ, though, Leonard suddenly reveals his true plan. Although Troll Trace's original purpose was to combat online trolling by doxing pro rage baiters, Leonard reveals that it'll eventually release a platform that leaks everyone's identities and browser histories.
When the servers go online, there will be panic, chaos, and war. To set the world on fire, we're going to use you. A world where everyone is happy in the singing. And from the ashes, a new world will rise and has no secrets. Like Denmark!
Eventually, Gerald himself confronts Leonard about his evil plan and learns something truly shocking. It's that Leonard himself is a troll. All that talk about burning the world and rebuilding it from the ashes, it was just an excuse so he could watch everyone tear each other down and get a good laugh out of it. Once Gerald sees the depths of Leonard's insanity, he quickly realizes that his own actions at Skank Hunt 42 could have led him down the same path. And in that very moment, he decides to redeem himself by purging the world of its greatest menace.
And all I see is a big, fat reflection of myself, with only one minor difference. I have to stand here and look at you. Oh!
What I do is f***ing funny! Ah! You!
And just like that, the world's biggest troll dies at the hand of his own kin. A deserved end of a deranged lunatic. Okay, so I think we've done enough major character deaths for a little bit. Now let's just chill out and look at a background character who's been in the show since season 1.
There's Wendy Testerberger. Where?
We're not talking about Wendy. Oh, that's Jason White sitting in the right corner of the clip. He reappears multiple times throughout the show in similar background shots without playing much of a role, right up until the season finale of season 23. Another unimportant but long-standing background character literally run over for one stupid joke. That's it. No other reason. Alright, time for another gruesome death. PP isn't your average villain. He doesn't go for petty things like world domination. No, this man goes straight for South Park's water supply. First, he makes Man-Bear Girl drain all the town's fresh water, then stockpiles actual urine and prepares to sell it to the water-depraved South Parkers. However, Stan's dad offers to rescue everyone with a special desalination plant, so PP's plans go all down the drain. Or stream.
Who is this guy talking about a desalinization plant? I asked you to take care of anybody who might get in my way.
He's just some scientist. He came out of nowhere.
How did we miss him?
And by keeping Man-Bear Pig's wife and kid hostage, he manipulates the powerful demon into getting rid of anyone who stands in his way.
You little man-bear, that's what you are. I told you, kill anyone in the mountains who could be a problem. Like that, huh? Sit down, man-bear bitchy. Don't forget what I have on you. But you wanna f with a peepee, huh?
Even after Stan's dad tries his best to avert South Park's crisis, PP uses his influence to eliminate his competition. Then he launches his own PP Plus streaming empire and reopens his park filled entirely with urine.
We hope you have a magical day, where the thrills and fun are all 100% urine. Welcome to PP's Water Park.
It looks like PP has won. But in the background, Cartman and the boys go around digging for clues. At one point, they stumble into something shocking.
Chuck, Chuck.
They don't know you're down here, do they?
It's like a little bear pig.
You guys seriously? The f is that?
Yep, that's Man-Bear Pig's son, Chuck Chuck, roaming the park's sewers. Soon, Chuck Chuck leads the boys to his mom, and they free both of the trapped demons. And once Man-Bear Pig's family is out of prison, they naturally rush to reunite with him.
Chuck, Chuck.
Keep him safe, huh? You see?
Yeah, he's not dumb enough to believe that. Once you lose someone's hostage, you got no leverage over them. Funny how that works, huh? And so Man-Bear Pig chases down the greedy parasite and puts an end to his schemes once and for all.
I give you half of the company, huh? What do you say, man-bear Beachy?
Died like the clown he was, drowning in a pool of his and a billion other people's piss. And on a petty villain's fitting end, I'm ending today's video with 15 total South Park characters in the grave. What'd you guys think of all these deaths? Let me know down in the comment section below, and as always, guys, thank y'all very much for watching.